So I'm back again. I'm back in this week with some great new records, as always. Sorry, I've got Germany and Mexico on in the background, and Mexico winning. Brilliant. So yes, back with some great new records again this week. Had a really cool weekend in London. My little brother came to visit. We spent the afternoon on Friday in Hackney. Yesterday we went to Taste of London in Regent's Park. Which is really, really good fun. And yeah, just had a nice chill day today. Went to a family party, so always lovely. Back with 3 absolutely brilliant songs again this week. So without further ado, let's kick off this week with a new band for me, the Brooklyn-based Bodega. It's been a while since I've come across any new bands from New York. There was a time when everything was from New York. The Strokes are from New York. LCD Sound System are from New York. Vampire Weekend are from New York. But this clearly changes that. The record itself is about society's unreal expectations of men and how we all wish that we were James Bond. But for all of your positive traits, you'll never be as good as Jack from Titanic. A man so chivalrous that he gives an entire door to someone else whilst he freezes to death in the North Atlantic. Musically, I'd say that Bodega are taking some serious influence from Weezer. And that's not a bad thing. The debut album, which is set to be released next month, is produced by Parquet Court's guitarist, Austin Brown. They also had a great album out this year. I'd love to know if Leo's heard this record, and I'd love to see what his opinion was. This is Jack in Titanic by Bodega.
We were young, we could see, we barreled all over jeeps, and I learned to fall off from that steep. So now I partner police. Jack in Titanic.
Orlando Higginbottom, better known as his stage name Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs, is back after a 6-year hiatus. In 2012, he dropped his debut album entitled Trouble, which was a huge collage of different styles of dance music. And tracks like Household Goods acted as a soundtrack to my early days of university. Following a few years of struggling to find his place in the music industry, Teed is back with a slightly different sound, whilst also harbouring back to something incredibly familiar. Leave the Light On takes some inspiration from people like Damon Albarn, Tom York, and most definitely James Blake. The track starts with the melancholic sounds of Orlando sitting at a piano, before it bursts into an incredibly dramatic display of synthesizers and crushing cymbals. Whilst he hasn't guaranteed that anything more is going to be coming out anytime soon, I'm really glad to hear that he's got his mojo back and that he's making music, and if this is anything to go by, I'm super excited to see where it goes. This is Leave the Light On by Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs.
It looks like you're gonna leave me. Won't you be lonely?
I need to come up with a new rule for Music Club around how many artists I can share, or at least a time frame between them. A new Nudes record came out recently that I fell in love with.
Goes like.
But I've shared them twice in 13 episodes, so I can't do it again. Any ideas for rules? Let me know. I featured Buddy in a very early episode of Music Club with his song Find Me, which went on to be one of my favourite tracks of last year. This song is by Buddy, and it's a song called Find Me. He's back, and this time with an incredibly classic G-funk sounding record, showing just how versatile he is as an artist. It's a record that would make Nate Dogg incredibly proud.
Bigger, better things than some horny tricks. I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix.
And if Snoop Dogg isn't bouncing around to this,
Laid back.
then someone needs to get this in his ears stat. It's a first-person account of Buddy sat on a train listening to Lauryn Hill, wishing that he could just escape it all. It's an incredible record that when I listen to I actually feel warm, like I'm in LA, and hopefully it's somewhat of a precursor of what's to come next, as it's rumoured that he's got an album coming out later this year, which will hopefully have some great collaborations on it. K-Tronada. This is Trouble on Central by Buddy.
I wish I had a girl by my side. Wish I had a brand new ride. I wish I had a light. I wish I had a private flight. I wish upon a star sometime. I wish I had it right. I wish I had the finer things. I wish it wasn't so Cobain. I wish I had you, shit. And I wish I wasn't stuck on Central.
As always, I've also created a really good playlist that goes around these 3 songs from their influences. I'll link those to Apple Music and Spotify below. If there's any other music that you think I should be listening to, please don't hesitate to get in touch and let me know. And I'll be back again next week. Cheers.